Here's an expression we have here that I'd like for you to say to the camera.
Once a Gander, always a Gander. I got that.
Haven't seen you since high school. Good to see you're still beautiful. Gravity hasn't started to pull.
Lee High School brings out two things for me, and that's pride and emotion, really.
Just always being proud to wear maroon and white, always going around and being proud to be a Gander.
Everyone having Gander pride.
It means that we're all united. It means that we're together as a family.
Whenever I was a student, being in the band was a second family for me. Then coming on as a member of the faculty, it's still a second family to me.
I mean, we lived and died for Lee High School.
The last period of the day, you just had a pep rally in the building.
I remember the bands going through the halls during that day. It was just a crazy day.
One of the traditions that I love here at Lee High School would have to be marching through the halls during Lee Sterling Week.
And we were on the porch leading cheers, and we'd have some coach to make a statement before every ball game on Friday morning. So it was a real exciting time.
Man, school spirit was everything. I mean, it was everything. It was us versus Sterling, us versus Sterling. It was, my generation of family versus the new generation of the Sterling family.
Pep rallies were unbelievable. We could barely get into the gym.
And in the gym, just packed, and the energy, it smells like an old gym. And it was like, God.
Oh, our school spirit was always go, Ganders, go.
In all the football games, baseball games, basketball games, the stadium was always packed.
When you heard the Dole Razor Blues, you knew you were home.
When I hear Dole Razor Blues, it brings some, chills.
That band was wonderful, and the Brigadiers were the two drum and bugle corps, and in the parades, every parade they were always in.
I watch the alumni of Lee come back, and I see them at the football games, and whenever the band plays the alma mater, they all stand up and they wave their L's and they sing along, and it's really amazing.
That was probably the one thing that I was most proud of being a Gander, was how much spirit everybody had, and how proud everybody was to be a Gander, and that their parents had been Ganders or their grandparents had been Ganders.
My grandparents went to Lee High School. My grandmother was a brigadier.
Had a whole family that came through this school.
Big line of tradition, my family, aunts and uncles, cousins, all graduated from here, so so our blood runs deep when it comes to Lee High School.
Mother went to high school here. All my aunts and uncles went to high school here, so they knew all the teachers. They'd grown up together. They were happy we were at Lee High School.
I wish upon you peace. I wish upon you grace. I wish for less of what you want and more of what you need. I wish upon you an old life with a heart that stays young. But most of all, I wish upon you love. I wish upon you truth when all you feel is doubt. I hope you know that an open mind still knows when to shut things out. I wish upon you a brave heart that will always rise.
Lee High School is my heart and my soul, and it is one of the great loves of my life.
I am so glad I got to experience Lee High School as my high school career.
When we have those traditions and those things that really tap into our emotions that make us care about our school, it just carries out into the atmosphere around us.
Lee High School to me is just one big family.
Well, my graduating class in 1959, we get together every 5 years.
This is your home. This is who you're coming back to.
Once a Gander, always a Gander.
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 Once a Gander, always a Gander. Go Ganders.
I wish you were ears that are quick to listen, and you're slow to use that tongue. But most of all,